Welcome to the end of the world.
No, it's just
the Afterworlds podcast.
How's it going, Wastelanders? This is your host, Parker, coming to you every week from out from underneath the bunker and into your ears from WKZED Junktown Radio. This is the last talk show on Earth, bringing you the tips and tricks and tactics that you need to survive the wasteland. Joining me, as always, is the computer. I realized I've been calling you an android. I don't actually know what's going on, but DJ 9000.
I'm here. Still here. How's it going, Parker?
I'm not doing too bad at all. But I mean, what the difference between an android and, say, like just a computer? Because you don't have very many of the autonomous functions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm pretty slimmed down, right? I think mostly it's just the chip inside, right? Is my intelligence and all my data. Right? You can pop that out and put it in other things. You could put me in an RC car, I guess, if you could find one with the right port.
So right now you're just slotted into a monitor with truck nuts.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, like any Peach model device you can slot me into, just right in there.
Obviously, it's a computer monitor with a nuclear reactor inside of it.
Yeah,
which looks much better. Harvey, you did a great job.
Thank you.
It does.
I pride myself on my patchwork.
This is something that probably would have helped before I started dosing myself incredibly with anti-radiation drugs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we would.
But now, I mean, double safe.
Well, yeah. I mean, better for guests, right? That's good.
Right. Well, and Seymour doesn't seem to be getting as big as fast.
It's true. Less potential lawsuits for Deadman. I think that's an overall win.
Though the Seymour's gripping pretty hard to backpack over there. It doesn't seem to struggle as much.
Mm-hmm.
No. Also, I think it's being slowly eaten.
Well, yeah. I mean, pretty soon we can just combine their names, right? Because it'll be one organism pretty soon, I think.
BP more.
Yeah.
CPAC?
CPAC, that's what I was going to
say. CPAC's, that's okay, that's actually a lot better.
Yeah.
BP more was kind of lame.
Yeah.
CPAC? BP more. That's a good full name.
Yeah. It's a bit long to say in conversation, but I like it.
When we introduce him to fancy guests.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wasteland nobility and whatnot.
Like if the mayor ever comes back.
Yeah. It was fun having him in.
I heard that the inauguration speech went over really well, but unfortunately, we did lose one more person down in Junktown.
No?
Well, yeah, so I mean, technically, the population of Junktown is larger up here than it is down there now.
That's probably good. For the best, right?
Wait, you're saying we outnumber the townspeople?
Yeah, currently.
So, if the mayor leaves, we're Junktown?
No, I think Jim Bob and Bob Jim are still down there.
Oh, so it's, so Larry died then. I guess that's not really a loss, really.
Yeah, no, nobody gave a shit about what Larry thought.
No, that guy was...
Who?
Just terrible. You know, Larry, the smelly one, right? You know Larry.
Yeah, I'm really scratching my noggin here, nah.
No, yeah, really smelly guy, had the weird eye, kind of.
Oh, the weird eye guy.
Yeah, the weird limp too.
He was like a full moto. So he was like 4 times as weird as a Quasimodo.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
We always had to shoo him off from the windows because he kept licking the seal.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was Leadcast.
Oh, it looks like we're getting a call. All right, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, you guys still doing interviews right now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we don't have any guests right now, but we always do interviews. This is the world's last talk show.
Oh, okay. I'm right outside. Can I come in?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, well, how heavily armed are you?
Does a rolling pin count?
No, that's a tool. Good in my book.
Cool, then I'm not armed at all.
Her arms sound like they're normal size.
Oh, yeah, just let me in, please. Is the door locked? I don't want to be rude.
Well, I mean, there's a hole. There's a hole there. Just come in the hole in the wall. No, look next to the door. There's a hole in the wall.
Yeah, there's a Rad Titan shaped hole right there. You can just.
Oh, I just walk on through. I see. Okay, I'll be down in a minute.
Well, I guess we've got a guest.
Well, that's How surprising.
And possibly something with baked goods. Rolling pin. I mean,
It could be for dead panning, though. We don't know, right?
that's true. That's more of a dead pinning.
Ooh.
Watch out. You'll get got for that.
Yeah, see what you did there.
Hello?
That's careful. Oh, hi.
Well,
Hello?
just come on in. The wall's open.
Hello! Hello! I'm Baker, and I brought you guys some goodies.
Called it.
Ooh.
Ooh, gifts are always nice. That's always a good thing to bring.
Yeah, a jar of brown sludge.
It's a fresh pear butter that I made yesterday.
A pair of what?
That's wonderful.
Ooh, it's even gift wrapped.
No, pear butter. It's a fruit that you cook down until it's nice and thick. Think of like applesauce, but spreadable.
Yeah, it grows in twos as well on the tree. That's why they call them pears.
More butter.
And I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm really bad with names, but Mr. Screen, I
DJ.
I
yeah.
didn't realize you were not that kind of android. Could I get you, hold on, I think I have something.
No, it's fine. You set it on the table in front of me. I'll admire it.
No, I have a couple of D batteries. Will those suffice?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The D batteries are exactly the ones that I take.
Yeah, I've always heard that DJ loves the D.
Oh yeah. Well, it's half of my name, right?
Right. Well, big fan of 2 Ds at the same time.
Yeah. Double D, like the double, like double Dylan.
Like my boobs were at one point.
Yeah, I noticed there's only one.
Anywho's
I
it?
noticed that you also happen to be a member of the Living with a Splash of Dead.
Yes, and I will tell you, I ate before I came, and I popped a Zombital, and...
Wow.
This person's prepared.
Very.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I've been around long enough that you either are on Zombital or you're not, and I prefer being on
Yeah,
Zombital.
The fact that you gave us another supply of butter definitely cast aspersion on those prevention measures.
Don't put this one on your body. This is an eating butter. Although the garlic one was too, so I don't know why you would still slather it all over you.
Yeah, can we not put this one on our body, or we just shouldn't?
Yeah, it goes in your body, you eat it, like on toast or
People.
ice cream, I guess.
Oh, I mean, don't worry about the butter thing anymore. I got a fresh supply of oldest spice, and I've been using that as my soap.
Oh no, that's great. It became very popular with a lot of my generation.
Yeah, that's they don't make it anymore because it's from before the war, so it is the oldest.
Yep. Only barely older than me.
Right. Well, I mean, and it's got to be oldest. Otherwise, I mean, there could be copyright issues.
Can we not talk about age? That would be great.
Well, let's talk about something that's timeless. Your outfit.
Oh, thank you. I kind of cobbled it together myself.
No, it's so quaint, and you got a little bow that all wraps it up like you're a present unto yourself.
I mean, I try to be... You gotta be appealing when you sell food to everyone. You can't be repulsive.
And I'm sure
in a
when
way,
you're unturned, it's good to be appealing when you're peeling.
Oh yeah, it makes it very difficult. I've gone to some communities where I'm peddling my ice cream and my other canned goods, and they have shunned me away just because I'm...
Our last couple of Live with a Splash of Dead guests have definitely attempted to appeal things off of me.
Yeah, that's partially why I'm here.
I knew it.
No, I am not here to eat you. I promise you that. At least right now, I promise you not to eat you, because there's moments where I think of like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, they're friends of mine.
There's just moments. Well, no, there's just moments where I don't remember what happened. It's like being on Rage, but worse, I believe. Rage comes out of it real quick. This one,
it's like
don't know
Stitches
when
with the
I come out.
squirrel.
Yeah, actually, pretty much. She at least was prepared to do that, because I am not prepared for when That's why I'm on Zombital. It's great.
We should get some squirrels.
Refrain from killing you, and we should be fine.
We can manage that.
Oh yeah, like you said, don't format with me, and I won't format with you.
Hey.
Oh, exactly.
I have a wealth of knowledge on survival. You can't just put it you can't just put it into one sentence, you know? There's so much to basic survival.
Nuanced.
Well, if you have a minute, I would love to hear one of your survival skills.
Well, self-preservation. You are number one priority in any situation. Whether it is, well, mostly for self-harm, especially with unturns, it's a general rule to trust but not trust them, including me. Like right now, I don't trust myself in a way. So you trust them enough to be like, hey, can you go fetch me some water over there? Yeah, or whatever. You know, basic, nothing, your gut. You need to follow your gut, essentially, when it comes to
Always expect
unturns, for sure.
Parker, take a few steps back. Right.
Yeah.
No. You can take a few steps back if that makes you feel better.
I mean, that would mean I'd have to get out of this rickety chair, and I don't want to.
I will pop another Zombital if you want me to.
Oh, no, don't worry. I am covered head to toe in Zombital.
Excellent. I've never heard of it as an application, but okay.
Yeah, it's Parker's brand soap. It's got all the essential vitamins and chemicals.
Oh, excuse me. Ooh, lunch is coming back.
Did anyone else see the movement?
It smells like Larry in here.
Oh, is that what I ate? They cooked him up and had him over there. I was like, giving out food. Here's some, jam in return, and I ate. I don't ask where meat comes from anymore.
Well, remember, Chrissy taught us never pass up on food.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, being very food oriented, the truth.
You know, it would be Larry to give you acid reflux though. That dick.
Yeah, he's not the coolest dude.
Mm-hmm.
It gets weird when I'm on Zombital. Like, my body accepts it a little less, but I still desire it, you know? It's like lactose intolerance, but the opposite.
Hey, you got some undulation going down there. Is he still squirming?
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
It gets kind of weird when you eat partly cooked and live people. Who knows? It's like the chicken with the head cut off.
Let me just duck down here. I can probably calm him down and. Hey, Larry!
Okay.
Quit being a dick!
Classic Larry.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, you guys are better in person than over the radio, I'll tell you what.
Oh. I appreciate the back-sided compliment.
I mean, wait, maybe I said that wrong. You guys are just as good in person as you are over radio, but I think better to be here than listen to you over radio.
Well, that's very nice.
Aw.
That was a good back pedal. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, words escape me sometimes after, partially rotten away, so, yeah.
I noticed your survival gear that you've got there. It's got something that we haven't seen yet, and is that a theme? Do you have a survival theme?
I mean, I do, but I don't. Pre-war days, I was a huge gamer, and I always kind of color coordinated my characters, because you can do that, but definitely the rolling pin and my clicky sheet shield. Yeah, I go by Baker because that's what I did pre-war. I can't remember my real name, but baking is what I did and what I do. So I work with tools that I'm familiar with.
Is that a battle ready holster for your rolling pin?
Oh yeah, this is when you'd hang mops and whatnot. It's like it's one of those rubber grabby mop holder things. Yeah, it's that thing, and it holds real great. I can run around, jump around, roll around, and it doesn't fall out.
So do you still use them for, baking?
Well, yeah. But you can also use anything.
Do you have any samples of your baking?
Of my baking, I have the pear butter I gave you. I know it's not quite a croissant or a cake, but it's definitely something that most people don't get their hands on very often, so...
Oh, I have to get my hand... Okay, let me just get this one.
Yeah, you
and
gotta...
then get my hand in there and... Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you gotta try this, guys.
The secret is real vanilla.
Just watching you guys.
It's really hard to eat without lips.
Spoon? Spoon works really well.
Well, you said hands-on.
Speaking of utensils, that brace of throwing forks, that's impressive.
Oh, yeah! I mean, most people don't think of it. It's kind of the little stuff. Other than melting it down, why not make it into something more useful and pretty? I mean, have you seen some of these forks?
Though, I mean, well polished.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that there was an Azure Raja that could masterfully throw them.
Well, and speaking of obscure references, we've got to go to a commercial break, so we'll be right back.
The wasteland is dangerous. You look down after a big fight to look at your hands, and you don't have any. Oh no! So what you need to do is come down to Mel's limb replacement. Yes, we have all the kinds of replacement you need. Hooks. And more hooks. If you're missing a foot, we've got pegs. If you don't have the caps for cyberware, come on down to Mel's limb replacement. We'll take care of the excess stump for you. Oh, yeah.
All right, and we're back. So, the theme to your survival gear, would you say that having a theme out there is a better way to survive?
Yes and no. Definitely some sort of aesthetic helps, I believe. Again, it depends on how you want to look. The rugged, cowboy might be the nicest guy and he doesn't look all that appealing. So it's still one of those, don't judge a book by its cover, because even the nicest guy can probably turn around and turn you into slavery, so...
That's why you gotta watch for their branding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, most can hide it, I'm not gonna be asking, show me your sleeves or anything, Just go, it's one of those go with your gut. Guts usually never lie.
Well, I mean, DJ, do you have a gut around that you can trust?
Yeah, actually, I have a gut processor that I use. I usually trust that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wait, so do you actually take in organic matter?
I mean, no, it's usually too wet, right? It would fry my circuits.
What if it was something dry, like a powder? Maybe not a powder, because that air gets everywhere.
Yeah, that might not be good. I usually like when you just slide washers into my air vent slots on the back of my body.
Oh, like
there.
a coin slot.
Yeah, exactly. Just
It's a Plinko machine.
Yeah, they just rattle around in there. It's a pleasing sensation, not dissimilar from eating. I assume.
Okay.
We could dip your sack in this pear butter.
Oh yeah, his nutrient suckle sack.
Yeah, maybe not in front of ladies? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I can only imagine that pear butter tastes better than salt.
Yeah, Peach approved it for all human beings to suckle upon. It's
And salty and sweet go really well together.
They really do. It was a very popular flavor profile.
Yeah.
And the branding could change to suck on my sweet salty sack.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no!
Yeah, that's a good way to get more owners of androids to purchase suckle sacks for their said android for survival means. I gotta say, you're getting to be a genius at marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gotta have that sack.
Putting that on a shirt.
There's nothing wrong with too much marketing.
What do you all think I should do for a theme to survive?
Well, given your podcast-loving history, what devices did you use to listen to your podcasts in the bunker?
Well, I mean, there was this old wind-up computer down there that I was using.
Wind-up computer? Like, what?
Well, I mean, the power was out for decades, and the only thing I could do...
Duh. Okay. It's been a while. Well, the computer is definitely a good start. How big was the monitor screen?
Oh, there wasn't a screen. It just, I would wind it up and put old recording tapes inside of it, and it would play.
Do you have one of these tapes on you?
No, they're all down in the bunker.
Do you mind grabbing one?
No, sure, I'll go get one.
Okay.
Oh, I think he could just. There's a lot of loose wires. He could just wrap himself in wires. That might work, right?
I mean, definitely wires is a good aesthetic choice,
Yeah.
an aesthetic thing. They're good for as rope and as a lot of things.
It's true. My hair's made of wire.
It is.
Yeah,
Wow,
it's
it is.
quite amazing.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe he could cover himself in speakers and be like an audio wizard.
Yeah, that would be adequately annoying.
Just wear some nice noise-reducing headphones or earplugs, but then he could like play the radio off of his body.
Or he could be able to amplify sounds and deafen people as a way of defense.
That might work. We could use lights and just shine it back onto his iridescent skin. And just blind everything.
Blind everyone
Yeah.
with his...
Yeah, that dungeon prisoner pale, very blinding.
All right, here we go.
Oh, hey, Parker.
Yes. Okay.
an analog
Oh.
computer.
Holy. How many of these do you have?
3,000?
Holy. Okay. Yeah, you could definitely make some. At this point of your survival stage, you need to worry more on the defense than the offense. That's my strategy.
That's a survival skill.
Yeah, would you say that a survival tip would be always concentrate on defense?
Definitely the ones who usually are on the attack don't think, especially if they're raging. So defending yourself against those is way better than trying to attack.
Okay, so more aptly you would say, always remember your defense.
Yeah, no, for sure. But with all these cassettes, you could string them together and make some sort of armor. Granted, you're not going to be stopping a bullet with these, but you're definitely going to be stopping some sort of flailing attack from claws and maybe some metal weapons, depending on how sharp they are.
Ooh, I never even thought about the potential armor possibilities.
As a Mr. Two Mouths over there has said.
Oh, Harvey?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Again, names are not my strong suit. So you got Bunker Boy, Plinko Machine.
Well, I'm not really a boy.
And, well.
Compared to us.
So you got Bunker Boy, you got the Plinko, and you got Double Mouth. If you're all okay with that.
Double mouth. Fun.
Double Mouth. Or Double Teeth.
He definitely has extra teeth. That is.
Yeah, I know he does. I can
Well,
see that.
it's okay, to be fair, these outside teeth aren't really teeth. They're my lips that turned into teeth-ish things.
To each his own.
Is it kind of
No
like
judgment.
a shark? Are they just an extra row of teeth?
Yeah, do they grow back?
Yeah.
So you are like a shark. You just don't grow in rows like sharks, right?
No, more like, bear trap. My face is like a bear trap.
Ooh, Bear Trap. That's a good nickname.
I don't want that to stick.
No, you don't want that? Okay.
Oh, I already updated your profile. It's too late.
Are you changing the wiki?
Yeah, I already updated it.
Welcome to the Wasteland's last talk show with Parker, DJ 9000, and Bear Trap.
Good old bear trap. Good old reliable bear trap.
Yeah. You know, I could kill you.
Welcome to the Wasteland's last talk show with Parker, DJ, and Harvey Barrel.
I won't kill you.
Death would be a sweet release for me, Bear Trap.
Have you tried plugging him out and plugging him back in again?
I've been trying to offer a factory reset for a while, but he's having none of it.
No, thank you. I'm quite all right. I've got some specific user settings set up that I just don't. It'd be a pain to reset.
I like your night mode.
It's nice, isn't it?
Real soothing.
Soft on the eyes. Yeah, soft on the eyes.
Well, yeah, sometimes I just, when we're not working, I like to carry DJ around down in the bunker and use him as a nightlight.
Yeah, it is a nice nightlight. Doesn't strain the eyes in the dark.
Yeah, it's not awkward or anything.
Speaking of the dark, what's the creepiest thing you've ever seen in the dark?
Me?
Yeah, you're our guest.
Have you seen my face?
It's lovely, with a splash of dead.
Oh, thanks. Yes, it is.
So then a mirror?
Yeah, a mirror. I mean, there's been lots of things. I've traveled pretty far. I've gone so far up north as into Canada, and as far south as more California. Less stay away from California.
I hear most of it fell into the ocean.
Well, it's like they used to say, California's not a reason to do anything.
Yeah, remember the bumper stickers.
Yeah, anyway, so yeah, I've seen a lot of things, but I think probably the most scariest one was kind of like a landray, but it's got appendages, which helps it burrow faster.
Well, I mean, now is that like, is landray like a sun ray, or is that like a sea ray? Like manta ray, but on the land.
Like, think eel-like with lots and lots of teeth and a beak.
Teeth and a beak? That's terrifying.
Like it's got a main beak part to help grab the food, which its tongues then come out and grab you and pull you towards the teeth.
I can't help but notice you said tongues.
It's like a squid manta ray child.
It's like with snakes for tongues. Eyeless snakes. They base everything on sound.
Every word you speak shudders me to the very core.
I know. It's the worst. Right now, you are pretty safe. It was very more way Midwestern, Middle East of America, up north towards Canada-ish area. So it's way over there. I haven't seen or heard anything.
So what you're saying is that out there lies the Canadian Midwestern butthole snake squidworm?
Guess you can call it that. Sure. Yeah.
You know, I've only heard rumors and tales of the Canadian Midwestern butthole snake squidworm. I didn't know they actually existed, but in the valley I've yet to see one.
Yeah, so far the soil up there is nice for them. Let's just hope they don't come down, or I guess west from there. Yeah, I saw that and I noped the fuck out.
That especially at night, that's extra creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was more of like, I don't know if y'all heard of a large mutant group called the MRA.
No,
But-
I haven't heard of them yet.
Yeah, they're not you're either mutant or you're not.
I'm not affiliated.
I believe you wholeheartedly. I do not judge. I only judge by your actions towards me and those I care about.
I actually, full disclosure, I did their taxes part-time for a couple years, but it was not personal.
No, I get it. A job's a job.
Yeah, exactly. Just so, disclosure. Go ahead.
Gotta make them caps.
You know, gotta.
For sure. Yeah, the MRA, you're either mutant or you're not. And to unturns, we're just bait and play food. So we're not worth turning into mutants because we can't. So they will take people and force them.
Oh, so are there actual people out there still?
People? Yeah.
I guess that's a pretty harsh way of saying that. Are there still genetic humans out there?
Yes, there are. There are plenty. I will tell. I know it's kind of a weird coincidence. You've had 3 unturns on your show in a row.
It really is. Statistically speaking, that's
And a
not...
mutant and a rad titan.
Yeah. So there are plenty of humans out there. You're not the only one left.
Though Two-Fist is the
fine.
most humy-looking mutant I've ever met.
I don't know if I've met two.
He's got, 2 right hands. But other than that, he's a dude.
He's very fast.
Wicked fast.
It's freaky. It's shockingly fast.
Like, I think we should take a good 30 seconds to discuss how fast he is.
He moves like a flash.
Yeah, okay, I understand how fast
Have
he
you
is.
ever smelled
okay?
alcohol and then just seen a blur? Because that was like you met Two-Fist then.
But yeah, so it's funny. Yeah, we haven't had just a regular squishy humy like yourself, Parker.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not saying that I view them as any better or any worse. I mean, they definitely ruined the world at first.
Oh, no, for sure. I totally blame humans. I mean, obviously being one once, yeah.
All monsters started as
Except
man.
maybe the Canadian Midwestern butthole snake squidworm. I'm not sure that started as a man.
You never know. The Canadian Midwestern butthole snake squidworm could have been a person at one point.
I mean, it did have appendages.
The only likely candidate is now dead and has been eaten because Larry is no longer able to become the Canadian Midwestern butthole snake squidworm.
Wait, was Larry not human?
You know, I just get mad every time you say his name.
What about Lair? Lair
That
dog.
might work. Just say it like that.
The Lar Man.
That just-
Laurie's, like the season.
Sorry, go ahead.
Laurel.
Yandy.
Lasso.
Lassie.
I heard that there's a variation of the Canadian Midwestern butthole snake squidworm, which is the Canadian Midwestern butthole snake skyworm.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. They got little wings.
I mean, there was a stage, I guess. Maybe they might have a pupa stage. I didn't stick around long enough to see what their life cycle was.
The
so
Canadian
who
Midwestern
knows?
butthole snake squid pupa.
Yeah, I'd rather it might blow fire out his ass. I don't know.
No, they don't. That's the second stage. They don't blow fire out at pupa stage, I don't think.
Better than the unicorns in their rainbow fire.
It's the Canadian Midwestern butthole snake squid larva that shoots fire out of its anuses. Multiple
that's right. Dual.
anuses. Yeah, there's 2 anuses.
Ooh.
But those anuses seal once it becomes a worm, and then it just shoots it out of its eye horns.
In where we're at right now, I think we're safe from the Canadian Midwestern butthole snake squid worm pupa and grub.
You would know because they follow sound. So if you make too much noise, they'll find you, kind of deal. But if you're, you'll be fine.
Wait a
Well,
minute.
it's a good thing that we're broadcasting sound all over the country.
Yeah, that's...
Well, and that's the thing is that you're not broadcasting the sound directly from this location. It's everywhere else.
So what you're saying is, if we blast loud sounds through our transmission, we can get the Canadian Midwestern butthole snake squidworms to attack our listeners.
If they're close enough, yeah. But the listeners also would have to be smart enough to just turn off.
All right, listeners, for the quarter of you who aren't zombies, make sure to pay attention and listen for the telltale signs of the Canadian Midwestern butthole snake squidworm.
Can you give us 3 warning signs of the Canadian Midwestern butthole snake squidworm?
Yeah, specifically 3.
Massive rumbling. Well, it'll start off really small to the point where you're like, oh, there might be just someone, like maybe a titan, a larger titan, a large but small titan, where you get minor tremblers where it doesn't knock anything off. It's just like a small shake.
Well, I think
you
we
don't notice.
should be concerned because you had some rumbling in your tummy there. You know?
Oh, that's my tummy,
Yeah.
not around you.
Oh, you meant the earth. Sorry. I got you.
Yeah. And then it'll just slowly get bigger, but then it gets concentrated. And then you will see, if they're close enough and far enough up towards the surface, you'll see the dirt mound moving.
Is that number 2?
That would technically be number 2, and by number 2, you best to get to high ground. Because at least they can't fly. But they can knock the building down too, so you still have to be quiet.
Well, what's the 3rd one?
Yeah, what's the 3rd sign?
The 3rd will be probably your buddy dying.
Oh.
Classic.
Yeah, either you get quiet real quick, or someone's gonna die.
Classic number 3.
Hey, DJ, can you just kind of keep a low monitor out there of seismic activity, just to keep us on the radar, just in case we ever do encounter the Canadian Midwestern butthole snake squidworm.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll keep an eye on that.
Oh, and DJ, another thing, Larry.
God, watch that fucking guy.
Look at him sparking.
I can't.
All right. Well, Baker, it's been a real pleasure to have you on the show today. We weren't. We were just going to talk about, the weather and survival tactics for like rad storms and weather and stuff like that. But that was way less interesting.
Oh, but I had answers for those too. But okay.
Well, perhaps we can have you back in the future, but we don't have any time left today.
That's okay. I got ice cream to make. Y'all want to come up for some?
Ooh, yeah, ice cream.
Oh yeah, give me 2.
Yeah,
it's gonna take a while.
Well, instead, let's get a head start, and instead of filling the air for the last 30 seconds, let's just hit this button here for this ad, and go. Well, we ain't got the internet, so you know just what to do. Come on down to Sparky's, and he will show to you his creepy collection of mannequins made of sticks, rocks, and glue. He puts on a little play with them and serves as moonshine brew. So if you've got nothing planned and your liver's good and strong, come on down to the old high school in the gym where you belong. If you go blind from the liquor, that's how it works, ain't nothing wrong. Just grab a cup and find a seat and you can sing along. The Afterworlds podcast was recorded in an improv setting with very little preparation or guidance. Parker was voiced by Udo Long. You can catch him on social media by searching for Afterworlds Game, or find him on Facebook and watch as he battles the tyranny of pointless things like mustard. DJ 9000 was voiced by Alex Ruff. Harvey Barrel was voiced by indie film actor Hunter O'Gwyn. You can find Hunter doing a side role on Fairfield Boys on Amazon Prime Video. And over on Twitch, you can see him DMing D&D for Featherfall Tabletop Gaming. Mel the Merchant, who totally isn't trying to lure you into his creepy cannibal junkyard, was voiced by Jesse Foster. You can catch Jesse Foster, but to hold on tight, he's a squirrely one. Baker was voiced by Corinne Brock. You can follow her on Instagram under the username CurrySauceX3. That's CurrySauceX3.